Shift colors, we're underway for all you sailors past, present, and future out there on Pearl Harbor Day 2008. Hello again, everybody. I'm Greg GK Porter for Coast Soccer League Championship game featuring Real California FC Black and the SC Blues. SC Blues are going from right to left on your picture screen, and from left to right is Real California FC Black. And we are underway. Let's get the lineups for both clubs. Only 8 players out there in this age group, and the girls under 10. Sadie Lutz will be the keeper for Real California FC Black. Number 3, sweeper Grace Resnick. Number 6, the outside back is Ariel DiMalanta. Number 7 at striker is Charisma Carmichael. Number 9 plays anywhere out there except for keeper is Tara McCowan. At outside back is Mia Jordan, number 12. Number 15, you can play anywhere out there, is Celine Chavez. At forward is Danella Helsdon, and she's number 20. Number 21 at forward is Courtney Wartsell, and number 23 at forward is Jordan Geller. The head coach is Tim Kelly. Beth Carmichael is assistant coach, and team administrator is Christopher Wartsell. And now for the SC Blues, they're head coached by Mary Namey, and Betsy Dirksen is assistant coach. Grace Hines is the keeper. Samantha Hobart playing defender or mid is number 2. Number 4 at outside or outside mid is Madison Roberts. Number 5 at forward or defensive mid. At defense or midfield is Gabriella Josephs. At number 6 at midfield is Taylor Wasserman. Number 7 at midfield is Cameron Carty. Number 8 at defender is Danielle Satterwhite. Number 9 at midfield or forward is Lake Dirksen. Number 11 at midfield is Julie Doyle. Number 15 at defender is Alexa Hartman. And number 22 at forward is Audrey Kate Ward. That ball is inside the 18-yard box, and a save is made by Grace Hines. 0-0 to score in the opening minutes of this match. And the girls under 10 at Coast Soccer League Championship game. Greg GK Porter, happy to be with you. George Langevin on the camera. Always great to have George on the camera. There's going to be a throw-in for the SC Blues. And it's central now, and a whistle, and that's going to go against Real California. It's going to be a free kick. Julie Doyle is setting it up just right outside the center circle. Julie Doyle going to try to get it in the box if she can. Strikes it on a low side, and a keeper has to make the save. She did have a teammate running right at her, and Sadie Lutz able to make this save. Samantha Hobart was running right at Sadie. She's able to make the save. Real California now with Charisma Carmichael. Charisma Carmichael on the run on the far side. That ball goes out of play, and the SC Blues will throw it in. On the far side, a touch by Lake Dirksen. And now Dirksen has it. Dirksen on the run on the far side, being marked heavily. And coming over there was Grace Resnick. So Grace Resnick in his space, robbing the opportunity for Lake Dirksen to try and turn. And that ball goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in. Throw-in for the SC Blues in a 0-0 match early on. Throwing it in is Doyle. And it goes past the goal line. Well, no, it's actually knocked past by Real California. And it's now going to be a corner kick. As Real California knocked it past that goal line. Been an overcast day primarily. Here in the last day of the first week of December. That ball brought down in the central of the box. A lot of players going after it and coming out with it, Real California. And that ball going out to the wide. One now by Alexa Hartman. Hartman trying for a run and knocked down by the defender into space. SC Blues throw it in. And they have a strike now in it 18-yard box, but meeting it with resistance. Nicely done there was Wartsell, Courtney Wartsell. But now here's Doyle, and she kicks it off of a player, and it's going to be another CK. Doyle just trying to drive that ball toward the keeper and doing a fine job for Real California to block it, but they give up a CK in the process. And it's set piece try. It bends way out. And it is one in the central of the box. Real California, now they have a runner, and that is Carmichael. Carmichael's going to take a shot, and a save. Save made by Heights. Carmichael on a nice run after her defenders in the box were able to win that soccer ball. And here's Carmichael again, and it is knocked past the goal line. And the center ref knocked out by SC Blues. And they're going to have a goal kick. Carmichael is showing her ability to, with some speed, to try to run that ball towards the net and get a good shot. Carmichael chest trapping it right there, but her teammates couldn't win it. And now on the near side, though, in their own half of the field, as coming forward was Tara McCown. The throw in and a header goes out of play. On the near side, Real California FC Black going to throw it in with McCown. And that ball intercepted down over to Ward. Ward with it in his space. McCown intercepting. And that ball sent in the defensive half of Real California. Chasing it down is Mia Jordan. And Jordan trying to continue on with it, but could not. But at least she protects in her half of the field. And they can set up now. 8-on-8 in the girls under 10. Just learning to get this game in their mindset and their physical abilities at a better clip as time goes on. And they got to play with more players out on the field. But when you see them here in this championship game, they are some of the best in all of Southern California that you're going to see playing the world's most famous sport, football, in most countries, soccer in this country. Going to be a throw-in. Doyle is going to throw it in. Doyle throws it in toward the 18-yard box, but it's intercepted. It goes by Charisma Carmichael, but Carmichael finally retrieves it. Carmichael still on the ball, but then gives away. She fell down trying to deal with the spin of that soccer ball. And on the near side, and a run, and going down hard there, as you see, it's Courtney Wartsell. Not feeling too good, but she's going to stay tough and run and get in that 18-yard box. Tara McCown sets it up for her teammate, Grace Resnick. Grace Resnick into the 18-yard box on a bounce and a save, but she gave up a rebound. And in the corner, chasing it down, it was Josephs. And it goes past the goal line. They're going to have a CK, Real California. Had a pretty good sequence that time in the 18-yard box, trying to make something towards a goal and try to take a 1-0 lead. They're going to try it again here. On the far side, a bending ball by Carmichael up in the air, and it goes over the top of the net, and he'll try it again. But Carmichael had a good strike right there at a 6-yard box, and let's see what they do with it this time, as Carmichael undoubtedly will try it again. 0-0 the score here in the first half. They play 25-minute halves. A 7-minute overtime is still tied at the end of the second 25-minute stanza. Into the 18-yard box, and that ball was trying to wind over to the 6-yard box. And remember, on a smaller field, when I say 18-yard box, it's just basically for theory purposes. And that ball goes all the way down towards the other side of the field and a goal line, and it's going to be a goal kick. Both these two teams will definitely find out what it's like on the 18-yard box down the road at a bigger field when they play 11 on 11. And a touch. Samantha Roberts, and off the 50-50 ball on the near side, it's going to be a throw-in. Taylor Wasserman throws it in, gets it to her teammate now, and that is Dirksen, Leg Dirksen, and then now Roberts wins it and pushes it up forward in the attacking half of the field, and now in the attacking third, they win it over to Dirksen. Dirksen tried for another strike, but into space, Real California FC Black doing a fine job of not allowing Dirksen to make that next strike. However, they have the fluorescent jerseys, and they kick it past the goal line, and it's going to be a goal kick. 0-0 is your score. Real California FC Black and the SC Blues. Coast Soccer League Championship of the girls under 10. And at the far side, chasing it down is Hobart, and it goes out of play now, but it'll be a throw-in for Real California. Real California, they've got it in the 18-yard box now and into the corner, and that shot's going to go past the goal line for a goal kick. Had the right idea. They got a shot anyways and just could not get enough on it. I believe that was, well, we don't know exactly who took that shot, but coming in now is going to be Ariel Di Malanta. So Di Malanta is in the contest. And on the near side, on the run by Leg Dirksen. Dirksen turns now. Dirksen's still on a soccer ball, and Di Malanta protects in the space. Nice job done by Ariel. Into the 18-yard box. Di Malanta trying to mark up on Dirksen, and she made Dirksen kick that ball out of play on the near side. So Di Malanta very active early on here as she comes in off the substitution, but now on a central, and a shot, and a goal! Was it? Well, it was. It was a goal. It went past the netting there, and I wasn't sure whether it actually went in or not. But that was a beautiful shot that time, and I believe it was taken by Samantha Hobart, and that was a beautiful shot, 1-0.
Sure.
And on the far side is center ref now, as for some reason they weren't sure either that that ball went in the net, but it did. Again, I said that the netting was the thing that kind of made it confusing. One 0 your score. Samantha Hobart scoring that goal. In their own half of the field now. SC Blues, who lead here in the championship game. They push it forward to Lake Dirksen. Dirksen on the near side. Di Malanta marking up. And out to the wide side here with Julie Doyle chasing after it. Doyle gets it over to Ward. Audrey Kate Ward, and now Kate Ward gets it out of the outside, looking for Doyle again, but she could not get it. Too much pace on the ball. And a young lady who scored a goal, Samantha Hobart, getting it here and pushing it to the defensive third of Real California. Into the 18-yard box, and staying with it there is the keeper, Sadie Lutz, and she retreated back just enough to make sure that off that bounce she was able to get to that soccer ball. Wasserman now And a whistle. And it's going to be a free kick for SC Blues. One 0 the score. As the front has come in now, it's brought down the temperature here this afternoon. And together with the breeze, it's made it kind of a chilly afternoon. And as I mentioned in an earlier game, didn't think that we would get any precipitation in that game. Not necessarily will be the case, as behind us is some dark clouds. Into the 18-yard box, and a strike and a goal. And that time it was Lake Dirksen, and Lake Dirksen just struck the soccer ball and does a cartwheel to boot. 2-0, your score. As Dirksen just took a strike at it and got it high enough and was able to beat Sadie Lutz to the top side, and now 3 players come in now. And that's Madison Roberts coming in, Danielle Satterwhite coming in, and leaving number 7, Cameron Carty comes in. So 2 goals into the contest now into first half, making a little bit of a problem here for Real California. But they're not out of the contest. There's still plenty of time. And remember, these are the girls under 10, so anything can happen. But taking the lead to start this one off on a big way is SC Blues. SC Blues, a team name synonymous with being into numerous different tournaments and doing well outside of the Coast Soccer League. As Mary Namie has done a fine job in the coaching ranks with her, and usually stays with, or at least to start with, the girls under 10, and getting them to learn this game in a fine way. Real California, though, in its championship game, down 2-0, trying to see if they can get one in the back of the net, and almost there as it bounced, and they had a player at the doorstep, and hold on here, as it is going to be a goal kick. And taking that goal kick is Samantha Hobart. All the way down to the 18-yard box is Sadie Lutz. And it goes out of play. Charisma Carmichael will throw it in. Carmichael, off of a bounce, has a teammate there. And it's in a 6-yard box, but retrieving it is SC Blues to push it out of play. Getting over to do that was Madison Roberts at the last moment. Otherwise, her keeper would have had to deal with that soccer ball. Fresh player coming in for Real California FC Black, and that is Courtney Wartzel, number 21. On a quick touch. And a drive toward the 18-yard box. Real California now, they've got a player, Jordan Geller, in space, but they stiffen up defensively, does SC Blues. However now, another try. DiMolanta, it caroms, and a shot, top side, but it was a little bit off to the right there, Courtney Wartzel. And it will be a goal kick. 2-0 is the score. I believe substitution Gabriel Josephs came into the contest for the SC Blues. In your picture moment there, you probably saw a little bit of blue sky, but don't let that fool you, because there's some darker clouds behind us. Off the carom now. On the run is Courtney Wartzel. Courtney Wartzel takes a shot and the save. Reaching out and staying with it is the keeper, Grace Hines. And Hines going to go to the right side of the attack. All the way down to midfield and out of play now. It'll be a throw-in. You're watching the Coast Soccer League Championship in the girls under 10 bracket on your George Lanneman Video Sports Productions in a 2-0 game right now in favor of SC Blues over Real California FC Black. On the far side, on a run that time by Jordan Geller, interrupted, knocked out of play. Far side touchline, so it'll be a throw-in for Real California. In it white. With the name Real across their chest, their jerseys. I'm going to call it a maroon color. And in the 6-yard box now as Carmichael, and all the way pushed up the field into the 18-yard box. Carmichael can't get to it. However, on the near side, staying with it is Wartzel, and it was knocked out. DiMolanta to Wartzel. Wartzel trying to make a move, and staying with her is Danielle Satterwhite. Satterwhite not allowing her to get around her into space, and it's going to be Charisma Carmichael to throw in. Carmichael into the 18-yard box. A header brought it down. Coming to it is Gabriel Josephs. However, they give it away, but then they get it back now. Only one in their own half of the field, and that was Grace Resnick getting it. And now a collision and into the 18-yard box, and coming way off her line was Sadie Lutz. Lutz, the keeper, driving it towards midfield. But now here's Madison Roberts. Roberts on a run on the near side. Roberts still on a soccer ball. Roberts toward the box, and they sweep it from getting in the box. And now here's Courtney Wartzel. It goes out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in. Real California on the near side here in this Coast Soccer League Championship game. 2-0 is score. SC Blues leading. And that ball going toward the center circle. Alexa Hartman, and then overweaving her way is Doyle, and coming way off her line to the top of the 6-yard box is Sadie Lutz. Not as far as previous time, but coming to meet that soccer ball basically that time. And as the ball goes past the far side touchline, the center ref says, yeah, they want to try to get a fresh player in. And now they can, Real California FC Black. And head coach Tim Kelly trying to cut into this lead, but they're down by 2. And continuing to put the pressure is SC Blues here in the last minute or so. But now they get a long ball up to Carmichael, and Carmichael gets it to her teammate working out wide, but they intercept into space from their own defensive third now. And that ball with Satterwhite doing a fine job of pushing it up. Satterwhite now Doyle, but can't win it. And now it's going to go over to the near side to Wartzel. And in the space, it's knocked out. Knocked out by Josephs. DiMolanta to Wartzel. In his space. Gabriel Josephs now in his central. Going to go out wide, and she was looking for Doyle, but that ball was a little bit too far ahead of her. And a throw in DeMolanta from the far side to Carmichael. Carmichael on the soccer ball. Carmichael gonna try to get a through ball the central of the 18-yard box, but it didn't arrive there. As DeMolanta intercepts and pushes it again in the defensive half of the Blues with Carty, and then now past the goal line. 2-0 your score to Coast Soccer League Championship. In the girls under 10 bracket, 8-on-8. SC Blues leading 2-0.
Send it, Sam.
And they have a goal kick. You see some of the parents there in the background who their teams were in the finals. And running onto that soccer ball now is McCowan. McCowan again. McCowan trying to go further but could not as Hobart, and it goes past the goal line. And that is the end of the first half with a score. SoCal Blues leading 2-0 in a championship game over Real California FC Black. Stick with us and you see what the coaches are saying to their players out there, and we'll be back with more action in the second half. Okay, the second half action. The SC Blues leading 2-0. They are going from left to right on your picture screen, and Real California FC Black is going from right to left. And a shot quickly and a save by Sadie Lutz. Right away, coming out. Getting a shot right on the money, but Lutz able to make the save. On the outside, Wartzel. Wartzel trying to make a move. As Courtney Wartzel and the players that you saw on the near side of the first half, they're going to be on the far side of your picture. And Wartzel. And the header by Hobart out of the box and then past the 6-yard, or the goal line, I should say, on the mouth of the 6-yard box. So now it is a goal kick. Intercepted.
They were, she was in the 18.
Let's go, Nemo. Come on, Nemo. Let's go, AK.
And that ball had to cross the 18-yard box on that goal kick. And since it did not, that's why you saw the retry. Don't see that happen too often, but the younger ages you might. And that ball goes past the goal line again. It'll be a goal kick. SC Blues leading 2-0. You're watching the Coast Soccer League Championship in the girls under 10. They play 8-on-8. And that ball in the defensive half of Real California goes out of play. Ariel DiMolanta is going to throw it in. She was looking for a teammate Wartzel on that side, but she didn't get it. And it went off, or didn't control it. It went out of play at the far side touchline. And now it is going to be, turns out to be a free kick. And on the long ball, here's Wartzel. A collision. No call. And DiMolanta now service toward the 18-yard box with Wartzel on the outside. And on a 50-50 ball. And it's going to be thrown in by the SC Blues in their own defensive third, leading 2-0. You kind of get a good look at some of those dark clouds in the foreground. Plenty of them behind us. Sky not completely covered, so there may not be any rain, at least in this particular area, but maybe in other places. And it's a big thing in Southern California. You don't get rain too often. So, or at least not as much as we should. And that ball off the header into the 18-yard box, another header, and it goes past the goal line. So they had a couple of header tries, but didn't bring it down so somebody can control it and try to put it in the back of the net. But, again, it's a learning process to learn those headers, how to control them, and what you want to try to do. Towards midfield, DiMolanta, and she wanted to find a teammate, but it was lastly touched out by SC Blues, so a throw-in. DiMolanta, Wartzel trying to get into space. She didn't, however, teammate in the central, Mia Jordan, and it goes right to the keeper, Grace Hines, and she makes the save. Intercepted. And winning it, Audrey Kate Ward, but retreating back was Mia Jordan, and Mia fell down kind of hard, and we're going to take a timeout with the score 2-0 SC Blues. Mia Jordan fell hard on her shoulder, it looks like she's rubbing, and she's going to come out of this match, and they're going to get a fresh player. Carmichael comes in back into the contest. Going to be a corner kick. Bends it, and it's deflected at the top. Wartzel running after it and can't keep it in. DiMolanta is going to throw it in from the far side. Ariel strikes it. It's brought down in its central now. Real California winning it. And McCowan in the box. McCowan again, and it goes over, and a save by Heinz. Nice run by McCowan. And Tara undaunted on her attempt until that ball was saved by the keeper. At midfield now. And that ball goes out of play, knocked lastly out by Daniela Helston. Going to be a throw-in. Throw-in, and Audrey Kate Ward winning it, but giving way to Grace Resnick. Grace Resnick pass on a diagonal over to Wartzel. Wartzel now looking for Carmichael, and getting back there to protect in the space was Gabriella Josephs, knocking it out of play in her own defensive third outside of her 18-yard box. Carmichael into the box, trying to get a player to control it. Now here's a strike as it's going to go past the goal line. It'll be a goal kick. So they wanted another player inside that box to control it, but they just didn't quite get that to happen and was too far out and did not get a good passing sequence. Intercepted right there by Helsden and Daniela. Now we'll try and get it again, cannot. And winning it, Audrey Kate Ward, for her teammates to now control it and push up the field. With Dirksen down at central, but DiMolanta was there to intercept. However, they win it back, pushed out to the wide now with Doyle. And since it's knocked past the goal line, it's going to be a CK, a set piece. And let's see what they do with it, SC Blues. In this girls under 10 match, they want to go with a short kick as Doyle gets it back. Try to do something with it in an 18-yard box, and winning it was Helsden on a long ball, and it's an offsides call. So now it will be a free kick. Free kick for the SC Blues. Just a couple yards from midfield. Helsden able to intercept that one. And driving that ball over to Doyle. But here's Helsden. Toward the central. She's looking for Carmichael. She didn't get it. And now it goes back the other way. But routing her off that soccer ball. That time was Ariel DiMolanta. Now looking for Carmichael. Carmichael now having a hard time trying to get to it as Joseph's real tough into space. And to the outside. Trying to turn was Audrey Kate Ward. And Sadie Lutz coming way off her line, knowing that she cannot touch that soccer ball past the 18-yard box and had to strike it with her foot, and did so. Now, Helsden intercepts, pushes it into the 18-yard box, and going after it a little bit further that time was as we have a substitution. At any rate, it was knocked past the goal line. A few substitutions are coming in now as Madison Roberts is coming in. Alexa Hartman is coming in.
22 White in.
And now
22 White is new.
we have a goal kick. Satterwhite, and it's knocked out of that 18-yard box.
Oh,
Danielle Satterwhite was going to throw it in.
23 new, excuse me, 23 new.
Jordan Geller is into the contest now for Real California FC Black. Daniela Satterwhite throws it in. Satterwhite, she has it, gets it to her teammate. She kicks it toward the central of the box now. And coming off is Sadie Lutz off her line and makes the save. Real California in its championship game as they try to process a counterattack down to central. But SC Blues on a soccer ball and tripped up. And it's going to be a free kick. Free kick right outside the 18-yard box. As Gabriella Josephs on a nice run was tripped up. And now it is going to be Lake Dirksen set piece. And Dirksen now bends it. And they get a strike, and it goes in. In the central of the box. And that was Audrey Kate Ward. And she gets the third goal for her team And it is 3-0. So Audrey Kate Ward was right there in the center of that 18-yard box and was able to get a good shot. Strong enough as Sadie Lutz did try to get a piece of it, but it went in the back of the net. It was too strong. On the far side, Audrey Kate Ward trying to process it again. It's still on a soccer ball. A shot and a goal! And hold on. Let's see what we have here. And it must have been a violation against the SC Blues.
Size, maybe?
And that ball is directed to the outside over there, and it's going to be a throw-in for the SC Blues. I believe that goal was on the outside of the net. For some reason, it looked like it was in the inside, but I guess it was on the outside. So it is going to be a goal kick for the SC Blues. Off of a bounce now, Audrey Kate Ward is going to beat the defenders. Audrey Kate Ward takes a strike, and DiMolanta is able to save it that time. Ariel deciding to get in front of that soccer ball and didn't know where it went, but at least she saved it from going in the back of the net. As Audrey Kate Ward had some steam and took a very strong shot that time. 3-0 is still your score in this championship game, and he tried to head it inside the near post and just didn't quite get it. Still 3-0 your score. And time becoming a factor against Real California now, as they really have to begin to keep that ball in the defensive half of the SC Blues. And they have to start pestering that net with some shots to get one in. Tara McCown, and coming over there into space as Wartzel was trying to get onto that soccer ball was Gabriella Josephs. And Wartzel now is going to stay in the contest. And his center ref now coming over to talk to the head coach over on Real California side. And a throw in. Carmichael throwing it in of the header, Audrey Kate Ward. And she's ahead of steam trying to keep things going along the near side. But they rout her off that soccer ball. Here's Grace Resnick. Grace Resnick on the near side. Kicks it out of play. Real California down 3-0, going to throw it in. Grace Resnick throws it in, the header, winning it by the SC Blues. Audrey Kate Ward now showing her speed again with Ariel DiMolanta showing her speed. They both go down, and let's see, will it be a penalty shot? Or will it be a card? And it's a card. Well, at this age, you don't see the cards too often, but Audrey Kate Ward getting the card. And she fell on her wrist, and she's going to come out. And coming in now, Julie Doyle. Ariel DeMolante showing her speed to be able to race back there with Audrey K. Ward, who was determined to go 1v1 with the keeper. On the near side, 50-50 ball, and it's won by the SC Blues as they will throw it in a 3-0 match. And the attacking third comfortably ahead here. And a bad throw in, so now Real California with Courtney Wartzel trying to get it to the central. That doesn't happen, and now it goes back in their own half of the field, and Sadie Lutz has to make a save. Lutz way at the top of her box, the 18-yard box, pushing it up to midfield, but it's won by the SC Blues. And that ball is going to go out of play. Going to be a throw-in. Substitutions coming in for SC Blues. And coming out of the contest, Lake Dirksen.
Two Blues in.
And that was Samantha Hobart who scored one of the goals. She's into the contest now. And on the near side, protecting Grace Resnick. And it is going to be Julie Doyle, CK. And a redirect at the top of the net. And that goal was Samantha Hobart. And it is now 4-0. Samantha Hobart getting her second goal of the match. And here this afternoon, seeing two games in a row where it is 4-0. You don't often see that back-to-back. Going to be a throw-in. And it struck to the central. Carmichael trying to make a move, but couldn't quite do it as they wanted. Now to central again. Pushed out to the wide now. DeMolante. DeMolante again. Ariel trying to find somebody to run onto it. The SC Blues winning the touches in this match. Winning the control of this match. And they're up big in the scoreboard, 4-0. Outside of the 18-yard box. Down to central. Real California in their own half of the field. Just routing it out is Tara McCown. Going to be a throw-in.
Sub White.
Substitutions now. Ariel DeMolante coming out.
Isolated shot of the play.
Going to throw it in is going to be Danielle Satterwhite. Courtney Wartzel, or actually I take that back. Saved by Lutz. Beautiful play. Daniela Helsden came into the contest for Real California. Carmichael now in the space. Wartzel takes a shot and a save, and both keepers here in this sequence have to make saves. Heinz and Lutz. Helsden didn't get to it, and it goes over to Resnick to the far side, and that ball goes out of play. Not a lot of time left in this match. The Coast Soccer League Championship and the girls under 10. And into the 18-yard box and taking a shot, and Lutz makes a nice save. Just showing the reason why Real California FC Black has made it to the championship game. They got a pretty good keeper over on their side. And their defenders have been pretty good in this contest too, but SC Blues showing that they're just a little bit too much. And another goal, this time by Cameron Carty, and it is 5-0. So now with a 5-0 score in Carmichael now. Sets it up to get it restarted. And if you're Real California, you'd just like to try to get one in the back of the net for all your hard work in this championship match. You're going to get something good out of being in the championship either way, win or lose in this day. Into the 18-yard box, and a save is made by Heinz. She wants to go off to her right and drive it down. And a nice strike by Wartzel, but it's intercepted. Down to Central. And into the 18-yard box. And Lutz is able to come off her line and make that save. Drifting over to her left. And now on it as Grace Resnick trying to stay tough after she had took that ball straight on in the solar plexus. And there is an offsides call. And it'll be a free kick. Free kick now for Real California in their own half of the field. And a strike in this one will not get inside that near post. Taken that time by Cameron Carty, who has scored a goal in this match. 1 out of 5 for the SC Blues. Resnick teeing it up off of Wartzel toward the interior of the field. And there's a double whistle, and the champions of the girls under 10 for the Coast Soccer League of 2008 is the SC Blues over Real California FC Black. We hope you enjoyed all the action in this girls under 10 category. Always great to see, and we will be back with some comments and interviews with those who participated in this match today. Greg Porter back here with the great young ladies of Real California FC Black, and they just had a fantastic season. It didn't end up in the championship, but they had a great season. They want to talk a little bit about it. They're going to say their names, and I'm going to let them have the microphone this afternoon.
I'm Charisma Carmichael. I go to school at St. Patrick's, and I just think my team did a very good job this year.
I'm Grace Resnick. I go to Camarillo Heights, and I think that we played really good. This was our best season.
I'm Courtney Wurstel. I go to Mountain Meadows Elementary School, and I think we accomplished a really good goal. I'm Sadie Letts, and I go to Mountain Meadows, and I'm really proud of that I saved a penalty kick.
Hi, I'm Daniela Helsen, and I go to St. Mary Magdalene School, and I think our team, this is the best season we've done.
All right.
Hi, I'm Mia Jordan. I go to St. Mary Magdalene School, and I'm proud of Sadie as our goalie.
I'm Ariel DiMalanza. I go to Pleasant Valley Christian School, and what I like about this season is that I played my best, I think.
All right.
Hi, I'm Jordan Geller, and I go to La Mariposa, and I think that our team did a really good job this season.
Hi, I'm Celine Chavez, and I go to Meadows Elementary, and I'm really proud of this team that we got to the finals because out of 100 and some teams, we made it this far.
All right.
I'm Tara McKeown, and I go to Sycamore Canyon, and I'm proud of our team because we made it all the way to the finals.
Okay. Coach. And here comes the man, and he's going to say one last word for the parents and just the whole experience for you guys this year.
Oh, come on, you're kidding.
Why not?
All right, like they all said, the parents, myself, we're extremely proud of these kids. I mean, they've had a great season. Just a great group, and like they were saying, this is the best of the best here right at the end, so it's really cool. So, good job, girls. Just unbelievable this season. So we're good.
Girls, you want to do a cheer?
Yeah!
On three, girls. 1, 2, 3, go!
Everywhere we go, people want to know who we are, so we tell them we are Real, go Real!
And that's going to do it as the girls are going to go get their hardware for being here in the Coast Soccer League Championship. I'm Greg, GK Porter, saying take care of yourself, God bless, happy holidays, and save this one on the hard drive.
All right, from 9s to 10s, I want to congratulate both you teams. Like I mentioned to the other game, it's a long road to get here. Regardless of the outcome of your game, I want to congratulate both teams on it's a battle to get here. So give yourselves a hand. Tremendous effort. Coach, I'd like you to come up, introduce us to your team.
Okay. Well, this is the Real California Girls GU10 team, and we had a phenomenal season. Great parents, great group. All of us are extremely proud of them to get here. So we just talked a minute ago. There's only 2 teams left out of 80-something teams. It's pretty cool. We haven't played you guys for a while. You guys played a great game today. You guys are quick and playing some great soccer. So that was fun for us to have that against. You guys played really well. So that was cool. Good job today on that game. So, you want to introduce them all?
Yes, real quick. And get your T-shirt when you're we have a T-shirt for you also. Okay.
All right, Tara. Go, young lady. Sit back down or stay up here?
Go get a T-shirt.
Okay. Riz. Sadie. You can tell she had a good goalkeeping weekend. Miss Grace, you're up, young lady. Come on. You guys are messing me up here. Courtney. And Jordan. Daniela. Mia. And Ariel. Celine. Thank you, parents. Thank you, players. All you guys did an awesome weekend. So, then again, thanks again, girls.
Team Mom? Team Dad? Parent of the Year?
We're good. Parent of the Year, yeah, we're good. All right, guys, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You know, Mary ought to just get the videotape and put it back in, because it always seems like Mary at 9 and 10, it's like again and again and again. Groundhog. Exactly. But congratulations to the Blues and all your Rugrats or whatever else you've with you here. The Critters. The Blues Critters. Did Larry approve this? Is that
yeah, and then he takes them at 11 and hates me.
Well, anyway, hey, there's a big Coast Soccer League mountain, and today you guys are on the top. Congratulations. Girls 10. There we go.
All right, that's the way it is. First and foremost, we need to thank the Coast Soccer League.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, because this is a huge tournament, thousands of teams with boys and girls and everything. And
there's over 2,000 teams in Coast Soccer League.
Yeah, and we know what it's like to run a tournament for one weekend, and it goes over 4 or 5 weekends, and it's an awesome league, and we're so lucky to be playing it and having this great competition all the time, so we need to thank the league. Real Cal, it is a big deal making it to the finals. Only 2 teams get to the top of the mountain, and the score of the game does not reflect your team. You know that. The teams are much closer than the score was today, and a lot of kids are tired. We had a lot of games in a couple days, and you guys are an awesome team, and nobody else is sitting here today but you and us. Ladies, I'm super proud of you. We've been climbing that mountain. We've been talking about that mountain. We're finally at the top, so now we get to rest a little bit. That stupid steak up now.
Good news, Harvest Cup was a breeze too.
The Harvest Cup. That's our breather from the mountain. That's our breather. So let me get these kids up here. Lake and Tweed. Great job, Lakey. Taylor and Ducky. And whatever it is.
Back to you in the studio, Everybody up there. pitcher.